Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy Wednesday, 7th of the month. How beautiful. If you're joining, always say hello to me. I always like knowing that you're on here. If you don't say hello, I can't say hi. And I really do believe this platform is a tool for connectivity. So if you don't say hi, I can't say hi. It's just not possible. But let me just type this in really quick for me sharing this. New Age, Spirituality, and Ditching the 925. Okay, cool. We have that shared now. Okay, so for those of you who know, because I feel like I want to just share this, this is my brand new, what's this called? My brand new page. So we're trying to get the other page back. I need to merge them still. I've been a little bit preoccupied, but it's something that I have to do. But anyway, so that's why if you've seen me, my name is Colleen Gallagher. This is my brand new page. My old one got hacked. And so it's just floating on the Facebook. And so we're trying to get it back, but it's a process because Facebook is not really the most, what's this called? Tech savvy thing to deal with. But anyway, okay, I wanted to come on. I haven't been live in a minute. This might have been one of my longest breaks of lives in a really long time. But I'm super excited because I wanted to come on and I wanted to talk about the Luxury Healer Inner Circle. If you guys saw, I was launching that at the end of June. It is live now, which is exciting, and we have quite a few people in it. And I pushed our call back. We were originally going to have it on July 1st. But because of the holidays, I pushed it back. So we're going to have it later this week, the first call on there. But this is a monthly membership. Basically, if you're someone who's wanting to understand how to be a healer, you've kind of been called to New Age spirituality, or you've been looking for another narrative on connecting to higher realms. So for a lot of you who look at me, I know I've gotten messages before. I'm not Christian. I am not Catholic. I do not have a specified or whatever it's called religion. I am a activator, a leader in the New Age spiritual realm, which means that I teach on things like energy. I teach on things like spirit. I teach on things like personal development. I teach on things like meditation. I do sound healings. If you haven't heard any of my singing or meditations or sound healings, which are absolutely phenomenal, I literally put mine as one of the best, probably in America. I really do put that. I'm up there with that. You can listen to episode 24 or episode 55 of my podcast. And it has an example, a sample for you of what my meditations are like. Those ones are shorter. They're maybe 15 or 20 minutes. In the Luxury Healer Inner Circle, we have one sound healing a month. So these sound healings go from 30 minutes, they can go up to 90 minutes. And whatever happens, when we're just in the zone, it's kind of like when you show up to, I don't want to say a workout because it's not a workout, but when you're showing up to a spa or massage, it's kind of what you're doing. And when we're in that experience together, I'm just offering a transmission of, I don't know what to call this, a frequency through me to allow you to surrender into your body, allow you to release toxins, allow you to release, attachments, things that are holding you back, allow you to wander through your life and see little things that are placed around your life that are actually holding you back. So it's such a phenomenal experience. If you go to my website, you can even see what people say. People are I've never slept so well. People are I've never, I woke up and my whole life was different. Integration after these takes at least a week. It's absolutely phenomenal. And every single sound healing I do gets better and better and better. If you just were in my anxiety relief workshop, I did a workshop there and we had its own sound healing. I channeled 5 different star systems in the sound healing. I've never even done that before. It was wild. And so I guess maybe I should back that up of if you're a healer, because I feel I'm getting really deep into this. okay, first, if you're a healer, if you're someone who just desires to help people, you desire to leave the world a better place, you desire to be able to know that you can help someone by simply being you and get paid to do it. That is a healer, point blank, period. So a business, right? If you think of business, right? Business is just someone solving a problem. So if you are someone who wants to solve a problem, help people, you then are a business person. You are thinking business mindset, or like a mindset of a business person. And you therefore are a healer. So this is like a very easy circle to merge healing and business together. And so this Luxury Healer Inner Circle is for you. If you're someone who's probably more in like the corporate space, or you're someone who is more linear thinking, you're more logical thinking, but you know you're meant to help people, but you just haven't been able to figure out how what you want to do, like your passion project, how you want to help people, how you want to impact the world, will be able to be monetized. This is the Inner Circle for you. So anyway, so I kind of went deep into that a little bit, but my function of why I've created this is based on New Age spirituality, energetics, frequency. So you're probably someone who's been curious of like, how can you bring spirituality into your life? How can you bring more creativity in your life? How can you monetize creativity? This is the Inner Circle for you. But I wanted to say that. So another thing that I wanted to bring on is spirituality. You know, when I was in the corporate sector, for those of you who don't know my story, let me even tell you how I got here. It might be helpful for some of you because I know a lot of you have been asking me questions about this. So I had cancer at a really young age. It was 14 years old, and that really, really impacted my life. It really changed my life because I fundamentally began to understand that our body is simply just a means of communication from our soul. So our soul basically is something that's intangible, right? Well, until we're dead. If you read Dan Brown's book, I'm just going to my bookcase, The Lost Symbol, he actually did a study of when your soul, or when you die, like they had weights under people. And when you first die, it's like your body gets heavier because your soul drops into your body and then it releases and goes into the world. But it's like in a matter of like, I don't know, 10 seconds or something. I could get the book. But anyway, so your soul is kind of this intangible thing though until you die, I guess, that we can't really measure, right? And your body, how you go through life, is how your soul is communicating to you. So if your head hurts, it's like you're thinking too much or too much in your head. If you have lung issues or heart issues, it's because you're not listening to your heart, or your heart's in so much pain and you're not taking the time to heal it. Anything on the left side of your body is more like feminine creativity that's asking for your body to like unleash that side of you. Where it's like the right side of your body, the world is asking you to be more structured, more masculine, more task orientated, to take action on more things. And these are all part of spirituality. This is all part of understanding New Age spirituality, being a spiritual leader, knowing how to communicate and receive clarity on your life without having to go through various systematic processes outside of you. So why spirituality became important to me, I guess one is when I had cancer, I saw a lot of people experience death and I saw a lot of people die. And I started to really see from a young age that people that beat cancer, let's say, or people that beat the odds on diseases, they had this other way of looking at life. They had this other way of experiencing reality. They had this other way of understanding how life was meant to be lived. And even if people were passed away, they like always almost predicted their death, like to the day, to the minute. Like, I know it's my time to pass. Like my mission on this earth is done. And it was like a very beautiful ceremony between like their family and themselves. Like it was never like this alarming death of like no one knew it was coming or no one knew it was happening or like it wasn't prepared. It was like this very beautiful ceremony of passing through something else. And so, why am I bringing that up? I'm bringing that up because spirituality, this Luxury Healer Inner Circle, is like what I really have seen so many people transformed their life. It's transitioned their life. It's given them clarity. It's allowed them to heal from some pretty horrible events in their life, or it's allowed them to, oh, hi, there was a little fly. Hi, do you want to be on the live? So funny. And this way of life, of thinking in a way of energetics, of thinking in a way of spirituality, of feeling your way through life to give you answers, I've seen in my own life has astronomically empowered my life, and it's empowered so many of my clients. Like, I've just seen so much evidence in my life of the miracles that exist. Where when I've seen the duality of when you try to do life, you're trying to do the 9 to 5, you're trying to do the relationship, you're trying to do the marriage, or you're trying to do the friendships, you're trying to do all the things, that you become exhausted. Like, and it wears on your body over time. Like, you know, there's a lot of people I say that, like, they say, like, the older you get, like, you look older. Like, in my reality, I've experienced something very, very different. It's like the older you get, the younger you become. The older you get, the better life becomes. The older you get, the more magnificent it becomes, the more fun it becomes, the more expansive it becomes. Like, I've experienced a very, very different reality than what mainstream has told us. And I really believe a large part of that is because of the spirituality. It's because I've tapped into this understanding of how to heal your life. And when you heal yourself, when you heal your life, when you heal your mindset, when you begin to tap into this, the planet heals through you. Like, your lens of what you can see out of your eyes begins to shift. And so that's why I really created this Luxury Healer Inner Circle. I've never done an inner circle. I've never given people this much access to me ever. If you guys know me, it's like I'm impossible to get a hold of. I shouldn't say impossible, but it's very, very hard to pinpoint me down in a physical location or see me somewhere. Like, I'm very selective about it. And even my private one-on-one clients, like, very selective about who gets to work with me or who's in my space. And I actually don't even really talk about them that much. So I created this if you're someone who's curious, you're having a curiosity about energetics, you're having a curiosity about what it means to be a healer, you're having curiosity about what it means to create a business or an online brand, you're having a curiosity of what it means to experience another reality. And you're probably someone who's deeply, deeply unsatisfied, unhappy, unfulfilled in what you're doing now. And you just know there's another narrative, and you can no longer sit there and let yourself wait and work for 10, 20, 30 years for savings in your retirement to then go enjoy your life. Like, that is the craziest thing to me, to hear people say that I remember being in a corporate job and being like, how many years do I have till I can retire and enjoy my life? Like, I remember I would like sit there with a calendar and like jot things down. It was wild. And I know if I did that, there's a lot of you on here who are doing that, of like, when's the days to retirement? When's the day to the buyout? Like, that is not a way to live your life. Like, that's like a death sentence. Like, that's like being in jail. Like, you're literally jail people. The people who are in jail do that, like, count the days until they're out. That is like what you're doing if you have this mindset and you're living your life. And so anyway, I created this Luxury Healer Inner Circle. It's like a membership. It's like going to a gym. It's like going to a movie theater as a membership, or going to like a online shopping's free, but for your own spirituality and mindset. And I really believe New Age spirituality is going to be the future. Like, I really believe, I mean, this isn't even, I think if you look it up, like, churches have been like on the decrease of like even the amount of money that like people are giving to churches. Like, it's going to continue to decrease. I don't see that being massive. It's going to be a New Age spirituality, like yoga studios, meditation studios, I mean, we're going to have spaceship like spas. It's going to be crazy. Like, even the future of medicine is going to be through like frequency, like things like my podcast or the singing and the meditation that I'm offering, because it literally does something on your cellular structure to allow you to remember the truth of why you're really here, which is not what you're doing right now, or you wouldn't be here listening to this. If the truth of who you are already living and embodying that person, like the true truth of you, you wouldn't be here listening, because that's what I represent. That's what I attract, is you getting out of the false identity of who you think you are into the truth of who you know you were designed and meant and destined to be on this planet while you're here. And the way the world is going from like a cosmic update is if you are not living in alignment with the truth of you, you aren't expressing like the fairy tale life you want to live, the love you want to experience, the friendships you want to have, the food you want to eat, the expression that's meant to come through you, it's not going to make it. It's just how it is. Like it really is just the universal law, the energetic law of what's dropping in. There's going to be like new laws besides just the laws that are on this planet that are ways we need to operate and live by. So yeah, okay, I'm trying to think. That's why I created the Luxury Healer Inner Circles, because I really wanted to be a support in this transition as we're re-emerging from, what just happened the last 18 months. I don't even like giving it an energy, and it's going to continue because if Australia and New Zealand just shut down some places again. So don't think this is like totally over. And so being in an inner circle for healing, for understanding how to heal yourself from a high-end level, not just like, let me go get a quick fix of like this Reiki or this thing. Like those are great things too, but like really sustainably build your life around holistic lifestyle, holistic being, holistic wellness, holistic thriving, holistic happiness. This is what will change your life. So anyway, we have this One Sound Healing, which is a month. You get my Expanded Liberation magazine. The only other way you get that is if you get the subscription for that. This, I'm going to add it in there, which is so exciting. It comes out on July 15th, you guys. We're working on some phenomenal articles, and like the poems for this one are phenomenal. The photography for this is phenomenal. Like the edits I've been doing, like the sacred geometry, the details that you see in this stuff is beyond like what the activations I'm doing for your little eyeballs and your whole body. And then the other thing is we have a live Q&A once a month with me. All my Q&As though, like I always bring value. I can't really tell you what it's going to be because I'm always learning. And that's like one of my greatest strengths. I'm always learning. I'm always hungry to evolve and know more and experience more. So I'm always going to bring something of like whatever I'm learning or whatever I'm seeing in digital marketing, whatever I'm seeing with cosmic updates, whatever I'm seeing with industries of like where you could emerge yourself as a healer with your respective gifts from your trauma, from your life experiences. Like what I teach is like, it's not like you have to go and do anything. Like you already have everything. Like your life experiences, like what's happened to you was the blueprint for you to create a business. What already occurred in your past is what's in the now for you to offer, for you to create a product, a service, and offerings, product offerings, multiple price points. Like I teach you how to take one thing, so you could take like one thing, and I teach you how to make multiple price points from it to scale it. What else do I do? We'll have Q&A from the other people. We have a private community, and I always add like extra stuff. Like today I woke up and I did an audio because there was this really big audio that was coming through me, and I'm gonna put that in the private community as a bonus. So all of my stuff that I do, whenever you get in anything and you just like hear me talk and you're like, I need to be around her energy, I love her energy, just get in whatever I'm talking about, because whatever I talk about, I put like the practical things I'm gonna give you, but I always over deliver. Like I always give things, because by the time I create a sales page or I make something, I've already created 5 other things on top of that for whatever I'm adding into that or adding into something else. So like just get in whatever it is. You also have the opportunity to be VIP with this. So you have options to get 24/7 access to me. So a lot of my clients, if you guys don't know this, I feel like old world mentoring or old world, I don't even know what to call it. Mentoring, alignment, strategy calls. I have no idea. It was like you get on a call and you talk about the things. That's just not how life works. So talk therapy, which is really important, and especially really big for people who are constantly actively channeling and connected to a higher source. So it's like you're just flourishing with information that you don't even know how it's coming out of you. It's really important that you have mentors or people that you're around that you can just message, like literally like a walkie-talkie or on WhatsApp, and like say what's coming out of your mind. Like talk about like, whoa, I just had this experience, or whoa, I just had this thing and this is what happened. What does this mean? What's the meaning in this? How do I find the deeper reasoning? Is there an expansion here for me? Am I attracting something? Is this what's holding me back? Like, it's important to have access to someone who can hear your stories repetitively, to pick up your patterns, to relay them back to you, so you pick up the patterns and how to break them, so you can break through to who you're really meant to be, which is a healer, which is New Age spirituality, which is like this game of being a little puzzle piece in this greater orchestrated game of life that we're just zooming around in. So anyway, I have a VIP option for that where you get 24/7 access to me, and I help all my clients. Love it. I know it's different for a lot of you who are probably in like your 30s or 40s. That's not normally how mentoring or coaching or whatever that it's worked, but it is just the new way. Like, frequency and sound is the new way. Like, no one has time to literally be like, let's schedule a call at this specific time and only talk about what happened. Like, that's just not real. It's not organic. It's not authentic. It's very manufactured. It's very programmed. You want to have access to someone who you can talk real time with as things are coming up in your life. And so anyway, I have that, and we do have like a call once a month or whatever, and we have it recorded. And then you can do a 12-month option with me, and people really, really love the 12-month option, because like you get all these other bonuses with what's going on in my life and what's happening. So anyway, that's about the Luxury Healer Inner Circle. I went way deeper than I thought about it. I didn't know that was going to go that deep. Click the link. It's in the comments. There's 4 different options, so I make it really affordable up to, the 12 months if you want to go all in. Let's see. I don't know. I'm really excited about this, you guys. This is like one of my best creations I've like ever created, was this Luxury Healer Inner Circle. Oh, I guess the other thing I should say, I've been writing a lot of articles lately. So through my PR firm, we've been doing a lot of articles, which I'm really proud of and really excited of. But a lot of the things that keep coming up is around trauma, which I guess makes sense because my 3rd book, An Uncompromised Life, Overcome Trauma and Heartbreak, Experience the Unexplainable, and Truly Fall in Love with Life. If you have not got it yet, go to Amazon or Barnes & Nobles or anywhere and get it. It's the best thing ever. I'm so obsessed with it. Yahoo Finance shouted us out, by the way, for our chapter that we had on creating a heart-centered business. We've been talking a lot about trauma. And so this Luxury Healer Inner Circle, I also feel like what I really want to share or expand on in here is that I think so often in life, we get caught up in thinking that trauma is something like crazy or something horrible that's happened, but trauma is just something that's emotionally disturbed us, like emotionally really disturbed us and emotionally like really left us unwell. And in order to begin to unpackage that, we need to have a community we can be in, like a healer circle, like an inner circle, to begin to understand our life experience, because that's why you get in environments, is you put yourself around people so you can better understand the truth of what you're experiencing in life. And then from that, you rise into a new reality that you didn't know was possible, which is really why I created this, because truly being a healer is meant to be luxury. It's meant to be beautiful. It's meant to be expansive. So anyway, click the link in my bio, enroll. And just know, like, you're the creator of your reality. You're the one who can choose to be in environments. And I heard a lot of things actually this last weekend. It was like 4th of July. Like, people didn't know what it meant to be a healer. People didn't know what it meant to like heal their life. But healing your life is the greatest thing you can do, right? Because if you aren't healing or working on your healing, you are naturally going to hold a frequency that's going to attract toxic, unhealthy things to you. So you will never be able to flourish in business, in your life, in your relationships until you begin to look within and you begin to make luxury and beauty the baseline of your life. So definitely get inside of this. Trust it. Trust the calling. It's a membership. You can cancel at any time. I love you so much. And share this. Let me know what comes up.